You were never meant to work a 9 to 5. I wish I was one of those YouTubers that could just say, quit your 9 to 5 today. I'm going to show you the steps of how you can escape your 9 to 5. This is the whole roadmap. This is everything you got to do. And you could find what you want to be in life. I'm not that yet. But I'm making the claim today that I will become that. I will be one of those people that you just see every day telling you to quit your 9 to 5. I want to be that. I genuinely want to be that because I don't think any of us were meant to work a 9 to 5. Every day I have this thought in my head whenever I'm talking to one of my coworkers and then they start talking about the 9 to 5, which is probably what we ought to do when we're working a 9 to 5, but I just completely check out the conversation whenever there's a conversation about the work that we're doing. I've watched so much content, so much self-improvement content, so much people complaining about a 9 to 5 that I just don't think that was meant for me. That was not the life meant for me. I went to college to be a dance major. Like I was meant to be a creative, and every day I'm putting 10 hours a day into this job that, ultimately is only for meeting my financial needs. And it's just it doesn't feel right when I'm like having to basically what it feels like. I'm probably hyperbolizing here, selling my soul to get this meaningless money. Like it's meaningful to everyone else in society, but me personally, I don't think that money was meant for me. I was growing up being told that I didn't need money in my life from my parents, by the way. And now it sort of feels like this thought in my head that I've been scammed by my own elders, my own teachers, saying that, you don't need money in this life for happiness, but come to grow up to be an adult, it seems like the opposite. Everyone's more depressed than ever, and everyone's more economically distressed than ever. I was talking to a friend the other day about some childhood memories. Uh, I originally, I was like 7 years old. I thought a good business idea, it wasn't really a business, but I was trying to sell paper airplanes to neighborhood kids. I thought that would be a good way to make some money. As a kid, like, it probably wouldn't make much, but I didn't really need that much as a kid, especially back in the day. And I guess originally I got the idea because they were selling ice pops. That some neighbors of mine were selling ice pops for like 50 cents, and there was another one in another project building. I was living in the projects. That were selling ice pops for 25 cents a day, and I was like, okay, kids like paper airplanes. Maybe I could sell some paper airplanes, and no one bought my paper airplanes. So then I was told by my mom that, whatever money I need, she would provide. But it seemed like, my parents were always struggling for money all the time. So that wouldn't even be helpful in the long run if I just asked my parents for money all the time. That just didn't make sense to me as a kid. That never made sense to me as a kid. And then I was told that I didn't need money for happiness. So you grow up pursuing your passions, and then your passions end up being sort of meaningless in the long run because at the end of the day you needed money. So, we're being told one thing, and then that real result of what we actually needed seems to be another thing. So that's why I genuinely believe that we were not meant to work a 9 to 5. We were conditioned into thinking that the 9 to 5 life is what we all need. And I'm saying there's people that you're seeing every day escaping that 9 to 5. So evidently, we really don't need the 9 to 5 at the end of the day. That was probably long-winded explanation for that, but I think speaking from personal experience is the best way that you can convey that message to just a general audience. And that's currently what I'm trying to build here, a genuine audience that has basically the same sentiment of what the economy and life is doing to us today. And I'm here to say that we don't need to be doing what we're told. We can escape that by, well, one way that I'm doing it right now is with my YouTube channel. Just speaking on my personal experiences looking at my reaction videos, I'm looking at what other people are going through in their life, and they're sharing the same sentiment. So why not, come together, in a sense, you know, let me be the voice of your thoughts, because I think part of the battle is letting our fears stop us from doing what we want to do in life, and letting our anxieties and our nerves get the best of us. I think that just like going out and doing that is what's like, not being able to do that is what's stopping us from doing that. And I'm trying to break more out of my shell and pursue more and stop letting my nerves stop me from doing what I want. My first video on this channel is basically that message. I went to another country, something that most people don't do. I experienced something new and realized I wanted something better for myself. This life that we're living, or this life that I'm living in America, is not the end of what I want to achieve. There's no way that could be the end of what I want to achieve. And I'm saying you could do it too. Any of us could do it if we just start breaking out of our shells, pursuing more opportunities in our life, just pursuing all our goals, and making like a checklist of the things that we value in our life. The things that we value in our life will guide us to what we really want to do in our life, and how we're going to escape the 9 to 5 and live our life to the fullest, and then be happy with how we lived our life. I started small by doing small things, trying to sell paper airplanes. This, it didn't end up being something. Then I started with, small things like back at the beginning of college, I couldn't afford much, but I dyed my hair blue. I'm just going to be honest about that. I dyed my hair blue, and looking back at it, I think I was probably an idiot for doing that, because, who walks around with blue hair? But at least I'm taking steps and being willing to put myself out there, stick out from the crowd, and make myself look foolish in the long run. Not the long run, at the moment, but I know what I'm willing and what I'm capable of doing. And in the shorts of this YouTube channel, you see me taking photography photos of random strangers that I have not met. Those were not scripted shorts videos, and I put myself out there. I even did one in Romania. I spoke up to a random Romanian and learned a little bit of the language in the process, and I'm glad that I got the result of the photo. And not to gas myself up so much, but the photo looks good. But what does this all mean for you? What does this all mean for you? This means that if I could do that, you could do that. I'm the most introverted person I know, or at least was. And now I'm trying to gain traction on a YouTube channel with not much of an audience, and seeing better for myself, seeing myself escape the normal life that everyone else is living, because I was not meant for that. And I feel like everyone watching this video was not meant for it either. We were not meant to be stuck inside of warehouses and cubicles, being blasted with blue light in our face, this unnatural light. This isn't even sunlight. This is artificial light, which I don't even think is that good for you in living a long life. I don't think they want us to be healthy. In our previous videos, we saw that, there's things that they're keeping our health down. And I just want to boost our health. I want to boost our opportunities. I want to boost safe risk taking, calculated risks. Let's not completely risk our lives on something stupid, but, take risks that are smart and will actually help us in our life. Start taking risks. Escape that 9 to 5. Let's do it together. I'm out. But before I go, I would like to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. And if you enjoy this content, subscribe to the video. And if you want to help my dream come true, those things would just be great. If you have any thoughts on escaping your 9 to 5, thoughts about leaving your 9 to 5, if you want to stay on your 9 to 5, I would love to hear that too. I know we're all on a different part of our path to living a successful, fulfilled life. So maybe quitting your 9 to 5 is not for you. Maybe you need your 9 to 5 now and you will plan to in the future. Let me know. I know we all have different perspectives, and I would like to hear your perspective and just share, discuss. And yeah, that's all. I hope you all have a good day.